me tell you a funny story. Listen. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where's the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked?
Wow, Arnia, what is that about? Who's Peter Piper?
Haha, that's the tongue twister.
Tongue twister?
It's a sentence made up of words in difficult pronunciation. It doesn't really mean anything.
Let me show you guys an easy one. A big black bug beat a big black bear.
Oh no, that's too fast. Can you go slower for me?
Alright. A big black bug beat a big black bear.
A big black bug beat a big black bear. Whew. My tongue is playing by itself, just like the tongue twister.
I know, my tongue was like that too.
Good job. You really have a talent in this.
Thank you. Arnia, can you repeat the sentence you did earlier?
Alright, Peter Piper picked a peck of pickle.
Just a little bit slower.
Alright. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where's the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked?
Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper... I got it wrong.
Let's go by one sentence. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers.
Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers.
A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked.
A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked.
If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where's the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked?
If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where's the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked?
Good job!
Tongue twisting is really fun.
Let me teach you guys one more easy one. Ice cream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream.
Ice cream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream.
I want to eat an ice cream.
I want it
too. What is tongue twister?
A tongue twister is a specific sequence of words whose repeated pronunciation is difficult even for native speakers. Often these are similar words which follow one another but different in certain syllables. Alliterations are also frequent. In addition, some tongues are difficult because of their unusual word composition or sentence structure, and therefore require high level of concentration.
Tongue twister are word games which are fantastic to improve your pronunciation when speaking English. Tongue twister are phrases and which use a certain sound. You must repeat them as quickly as possible whilst still making sure you are speaking clearly.
Function of tongue twister. Tongue twisters are usually used as training tools because they are very suitable and good for practicing the ability to pronounce or articulate. This speech articulation exercise is very important basis for speaking skills. Many interesting things about tongue twister. They are: tongue twister can be a fun way to practice and improve the pronunciation of words in English. It can also help you improve accent through alliteration or repetition of a single sound. Tongue twister can be used as a game in practicing English pronunciation. Tongue twister can also reduce a person's chance of stuttering while talking. The main purpose of this is to make the tongue accustomed to difficult words and have almost the same sound, and also make the mouth muscles more flexible. How to practice tongue twister? Tongue twister can help you improve your pronunciation and speaking skill in English drastically. And here, the things you must do when you want to doing tongue twister exercise. The first is to prepare a list of tongue twister. And then perform facial and tongue exercise so it is not stiff and cramped. After that, start practicing to pronounce the tongue twister one by one. And then speak loudly and slowly, doing this continuously until finally you can say it faster until very fast without articulating words. You should practice in front of people who are already proficient in speaking in English. And the last, continue to practice regularly to improve your pronunciation and fluency in speaking English. Jadi, tongue twister dapat membantu untuk meningkatkan kemampuan pelafalan dan berbicara dalam berbahasa Inggris secara drastis. Tongue twister biasanya juga sebagai alat latihan karena sangat cocok dan bagus untuk melatih kemampuan pronunciation atau pengucapan artikulasi tuturan. Latihan artikulasi tuturan ini adalah dasar yang sangat penting bagi keterampilan speaking. Banyak hal menarik dari tongue twister. Di antaranya dapat ditemukan bahwa ternyata banyak sekali kata di dalam suatu bahasa yang mirip dan disusun menjadi suatu kalimat atau tuturan sehingga menyulitkan pembicara. Here is a collection of some short, long, and small poems whose text makes some sense and which can also be used to speak more clearly.
She sells seashells on the seashore. The shells she sells are seashells, I'm sure. And if she sells seashells on the seashore, then I'm sure she sells seashores shells. If two witches were watching two watches, which witch would watch which watch? If a dog chooses shoes, whose shoes does he choose? How much would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? He would chuck he would as much as he could and chuck as much wood as a woodchuck would if a woodchuck could chuck wood. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where's the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked? Betty Butter bought some butter, but she said the butter's bitter. If I put it in my batter, it will make my batter bitter. But a bit of better butter will make my batter better. So it was better, Betty Butter bought a bit of better butter.
Silly Sally swiftly shoot 7 silly sheep. The 7 silly sheep, Silly Sally shoot, Silly Sally shot. This sheep should sleep in a shed. Sheep should sleep in a shed. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't Fuzzy Wuzzy. She saw Sheriff's shoes on the sofa, but was she so sure those were Sheriff's shoes she saw? Even noisy noise annoys an onion. An annoying noisy noise annoys an onion more. A tutor who tutored the flute tried to tutor two tutors to toot. Said the two to the tutor, is it harder to toot or to tutor two tutors to toot? Any noise annoys an oyster, but a noisy noise annoys an oyster most.
6, sick, hicks, nick, six, slick, bricks with picks and sticks. Rubber baby buggy bumpers. A big black bear beat a big black buck, and the big black buck bled black blood. Freshly fried flying fish. Marry an anemone, seize an enemy anemone. I saw Susie sitting in a shoe-shine shop. Where she sits, she shines, and where she shines, she sits.
Sister, it's a tongue twister. It's a saliva cyclone, it's sung swifter than Sally selling seashells on the seashore under the sun from summer to winter. A soliloquy, a little limerick, litter with alliteration on my lips to make you sun shiver. So sing along a little longer if you're longing for a Twizzler. I'll give your taste buds dinner. I'm slicker than a Swiss wrist watch, which got lost in the wash. But if three witches were watching these watches, then which witch would have watched which watch? It's a wishy-washy experiment, an imperative test, acting lesser lip specialist, especially tongue slingers, stuttering up on some slippery sentiments. I'm like Odysseus mixed with a pinch of Ulysses' versus you sissies. You're simply a bore. I'm firstborn and sworn to the sword and soaring airborne over the fjord. I score with 3 free throws on foes from the foul line. Yeah, I clown guys. Meanwhile, you're more like Pennywise, painting pictures of pretty purple potato pies. If Peter picked a peck of pickled peppers, then he purposely poached the pockets of woodpeckers. If Betty bought butter, but the butter's too bitter, then she better bite the bullet or the bullet will have bit her. If the big black bug with the big brown bear and the big brown bear bled blood, then you better get a bandage or they're gonna brandish a broad bright blade and a blunderbuss. I could quickly queue up a quiff to quiz a cool kid who comments sporadically. Just imagine an imaginary menagerie manager managing an imaginary menagerie. Cause you're crossing a cold-blooded crow across the course of course cow caravans. Got you running home saying, mommy, me, mash my nutter butter, chocolate peanut butter covered M&Ms. Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. Say it 10 times fast, you can never be better than the kid yelling tongue-twirling letters. I said hold on to your toy boat, can't survive with a life vest. In life fast is the ray of lyrical craze in the eye of the storm, and I am the iris. The 6 sheep sick, get the shears quick. And I'll snip off the syphilis with some scissors sent to the chic kid. Take a trip to the deepest depths for the Debbie Downers with the heebie-jeebies, and I'll feel my fingers furling as I fondle frilly fringes freely.